Everyone's like, wow, renewables are going to boom. Maybe they will, but the stocks aren't.
Hey, Brian, good morning. That's exactly right. A little bit of a mixed message here. We're hearing from companies that there is record growth, but then trends playing out in the broader market, including, of course, the chip shortage, as well as the rising cost of raw materials, also really hitting solar stocks here. Semis are a key component for energy storage systems as well as for solar inverters. And we heard that during first quarter earnings calls, this really is an issue going forward. So on a company specific level, Enphase Energy said that supply simply can't keep pace with demand. They expect this to show up in second quarter shipment volumes, and they expect the market to remain tight throughout the rest of 2021. SolarEdge, meanwhile, said that they stockpiled components in anticipation of the shortage, but they've seen ship costs rise 100% over the last few months, and that's expected to hit their margins going forward. Slightly more optimistic tone we heard from SunPower and Sunrun, both of which reported earnings yesterday, Brian. SunPower saying definitely a challenging environment, but that they expect to meet their growth targets this year, while Sunrun said that they expect to grow battery installations by 100%, but that growth would be even higher were it not for this tight market. And those shares up about 5% here in pre-market trading after the company beat revenue guidance and then also raised their full-year outlook, Brian.
Well, you know, we talk a lot about ships sitting off the coast of Los Angeles, problems at the ports, trucking costs soaring, and a lot of viewers maybe think, why do I care? That's why you care. The stuff you just talked about, their costs are soaring. It's not just semiconductors, it's shipping, logistics, hitting profits, and hitting your stocks. All right, let's move on, Pippa. Of course, solar is a big part of the so-called ESG, environmental social governance investing. The idea being it's more environmentally friendly. So even as money flows out of some of the solar stocks, it does not appear from anything I've been seeing and you're reporting to be hurting overall ESG money inflows. What's going on in the sector?
Definitely not seeing any impact on ESG. Solar, of course, only one part of ESG. And as you said, ESG can encompass a host of different strategies. A new report from Morningstar showed that after record inflows in the first quarter, global assets in sustainable funds reached nearly $2 trillion. And this is notable, Brian, because the $1 trillion mark was only topped during the second quarter of 2020. So really showing that explosive growth behind sustainable investing. Europe still leading the way, but the United States is catching up. Inflows in the first quarter more than doubled year over year to about $21 billion. And notably, two of the top three most popular funds are focused on clean energy broadly. So there is still this interest in the space despite the weakness we've seen in solar stocks specifically.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.